This I can guarantee. Ron and Fez will join the party next. We got Brian Regan coming in today at 9. We have Scott Farrell calling in to say hi, an old friend, at 8 a.m. We have Eugene Levy calling in today. Samuel L. Jackson calling in today. And much more.
Brian Regan's a heroin dealer.
Hey, that's a good hour. Hit it.
Let's see how this comes out. All right.
They're right there. All right, here we go. I got a spray.
That's just a little piece.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM202. Opie and Anthony. XM202.
Yeah, where is Earl?
Snoozing.
All right, here's the deal. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. I thought I could eat a little more before we got back from break, but I guess not.
You can't eat a whole bagel with an egg on it in 30 seconds?
No?
At 11 a.m. Now I got it in.
Right after us.
Have you been enjoying your time off?
I think 11 a.m. on the East Coast.
Right.
Yeah,
and
it's
some
a
other
national.
times on different coasts.
It's a national show now.
Remember, we never say what time we start.
Exactly.
It's just a little after the hour.
You're going from 5 to
what
the
anybody
hour.
says. Just
Quarter past the hour.
Is that why they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh
how they.
my God.
That's how they trick you all over the country.
Are
They go,
you insane,
I never
Jimmy?
paid attention.
They go.
You really are serious.
Right
too
now,
busy.
right now it's 45 minutes after the hour.
Yeah.
I never made that connection.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just assumed someone had come in and stolen the little hand.
No, I just figured that was the way someone said something. I never made a connection.
Don't you do that in stand-up when you're out on the West Coast? It's great to be here a little after the hour. It's
Here on my stool.
Yeah, with my sore foot.
And we are broadcasting at 7:45 a.m. and for the rest of the country, go fuck yourself. This is the real time
Oh, jeez.
for the real stars. If you have to listen to this in the middle of the night, oh well. Sucks to be you.
Tough shit.
Tough shit is right.
East Side. We're really just showing
Yeah.
a little bit of East Side pride here.
Yeah, Ron and Fez look very, very tired this morning.
It is amazing. You know, it's really
They
already
staggered in at 7.
our
a long time.
and our producer had to be woken up by Ben. He's still sleeping in Queens.
Earl.
Yeah.
How did you guys get Earl as your producer?
Opie. It's 100%.
Is it Opie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all Opie's fault. That's him pissing on a golden ticket.
Wow.
Golden shower.
Ronnie
for the golden ticket.
actually called me and he said, "You think Earl could do the job?" And I said yes. And
You
now,
vouched for him?
Did you
Now
hear
I
any
look like-
snickering after he said yes?
and now I look like the biggest ass because he's already falling apart. I'm hearing.
Before they even hit the air, Earl is completely
We're talking about
self-destructing.
Black Earl, who used to work with all of us back at WNEW when we were doing commercial radio, and I don't know. They never fired him at NEW,
Right.
so I figured he had some pull.
Well, it's the yeah. You got to have one. You have to have one.
And that was theirs. Earl.
Now he's ours.
Now he's yours.
So he
You
went
guys
from
have brought him
Highlander.
aboard.
It's Highlander. There can only be one in every radio station. Normally, it's the receptionist.
usually it's
Right.
Peace ho, peace ho. Everywhere you call.
Peace ho. Oh, absolutely.
Some man on the phone said something about T-shirts. All right, I'll take it. Thank you.
I don't know what he's talking about. I gotta leave. I gotta go have my fur did.
That EOE thing rocks.
Yeah.
It's not just in radio.
Peace ho.
Peace ho. So Earl is doing pretty much.
He went from board hopping to producing one of the biggest radio shows in America.
Yeah, there should have been some steps in between.
Maybe baby steps.
Maybe he should have, I don't know, mailed out the stickers for a while.
The thing is, I know he can do it. He's worked around radio for a while, but he's terrified. He's absolutely terrified right now.
He doesn't want to push the button on the elevator. Never mind the board.
Hey, he's never been one for really taking charge, taking the lead. He likes hovering just below the radar.
And bitching about management.
Right.
You know.
Right.
He doesn't want to be the go-to guy.
Yeah.
Because the go-to guy has to work.
Makes us feel better about our producers, I'll tell you that much.
Well...
You know, but I guess Earl fell apart yesterday.
Well,
you had a slight problem because I guess they're starting the pre-promotion that we had to do.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be talking to, I don't know, I think we're talking to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s tomorrow.
We're running through the decades. We're on a time machine.
Then you're going to go into deep tracks.
Yeah.
Get deep into your personal lives. I don't know what deep tracks will do for you.
And then the Sonny Fox in-depth comedy look, which we're excited about.
Right.
And that's what we were supposed to do yesterday. And then some kind of problem came up on whatever line we were supposed to be on. And Earl just went into the fetal position, just in a...
yeah, he'll do that.
He's not even lying for the show or anything.
He couldn't arrange the interview that you guys have with our own company.
Right.
Not like an outside source here.
And then I said, well, have you talked to Wiki? Have you talked to Sonny Fox? Just to let... I don't want Sonny sitting in the studio somewhere.
Yeah, waiting
and we
for
haven't
you guys.
showed up, and he's just... I might as well said to him, I need you to figure out the string theory. He just lost it.
At one point, he pulled out his cell phone and just started scrolling through numbers. Like there's one that's just, help me, help me, that I could dial. Someone will do this for me. Send.
Then Earl, actually, I saw him take a picture of Ozzy in a wood frame and just tried to put it up on the wall.
Tried to hang it straight. That's a good start for him. Hang a picture straight.
Well, we got a lot of young go-getters that we can give you if Earl self-destructs, that's for sure.
So it's Earl, Douglas, and a producer to be named later. That's all part
of
the
deal.
Yeah,
that's the trade, part of the deal. By the way, have fun with the honeymoon phase from XM, because then it all just goes away and they ignore you.
I remember the interviews that we used to do. We used to go on all the different channels, and they'd pump us up and everything. And then it just, guys, it goes away.
It just goes away. They were motivated to have us go down to Washington once a month. I think we haven't been there in 6 months.
It's like, I want you guys down there once a month to do the show, so you're just in the environment. You give you a feel for the company. We have guests coming in all the time to do the live room over there, and they'll come onto your show. Yeah, it lasted maybe 2 times.
Yeah.
What is weirder than that gigantic food court of radio stations, one after another, that you meet everybody?
Let me explain. It's a compound down in Washington.
They don't want anyone leaving.
There's
That's
like
why.
150 channels broadcasting from one facility. And you have lunch, and it's like going back to high school. You got the pool table, you got the nerds, you got the geeks over here.
Yeah, the rock station guys will hang out and throw their food at like the easy listening station.
Right. That's Charlie Logan and his gang. They're just pushing people around.
They're a bunch of animals.
This gang, they come in with their leather jackets on.
They all reek of marijuana.
Then you got a table of Folk Village just eating their veggie burgers, sharing with each other.
Right. Just getting a yogurt and granola.
And like they were walking us through, and like you would meet each station. They would open up, hey, this is Ron and Fez. They're going to start here. So like the jazz guys would be like, hey man, great to see you. And then the next guys with the country, hey boys, glad to have you here. Always used to listen to you. And I'm like, this is the weirdest place It's almost like radio heaven. Like everyone died, and they get their own little studio, and they get to do whatever they want.
And you're all hanging with everyone.
It's Arkham Asylum. There's a different Batman villain behind every door.
It really is weird.
Cowboy man.
Yeah, you get the Spanish guy.
You walk down the hall, and the 50s channel's right next to, the heavy metal rock station, which is next to the country station.
Hey, slip me some skin. Yeah, all right.
It's a Simpsons episode. Everybody's just a cliche.
As a goof, they put the black radio stations right next to the country radio stations, just because it could be fun.
Damn, that is a weird place down there, man.
But the cafeterias,
it is.
You're right. They're all just sitting at different tables. It's like high school all over again.
They don't want people leaving the compound though, because the area down there, it's not
a little scary.
Yeah,
a little scary.
Well, what are you going to do?
Did we tell you there was one time when we were still going down to Washington, and they picked us up from the hotel, and they were driving us through the projects because it's a shortcut to the compound.
Right.
That's really smart at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, no shortcuts.
There was an actual shootout going on. And this particular person said, cool, shootout, and stop the van so we could all watch.
Let's look like it was we were on the Universal Studios tour, and it was just, it's just actors.
Confrontation.
That's it.
Wild West show.
Actually, I got to correct myself. I yelled shootout, assuming that means that this person would drive faster.
Right.
Instead, they decided that means stop and take a look.
That building might look like a complete building, but as we drive around the back, you'll see it's just what they call a facade in the movie business. A facade means false front.
And there's just a kid who just comes out with a knife, and it's just no matter what car goes by,
takes a stab at it.
Well, we didn't when we went down there to park. We didn't get in the parking lot. because we're just like visitors at the
Oh,
time.
that parking lot with the big gates.
Right.
Yeah.
We hadn't signed up for that. So, we're like a few blocks away, parked on the street,
Oh, boy.
and they give us Wi-Fi. And I'm like, I don't know whether we should carry these back to the truck.
No.
You hold these. I'll run and get the car.
Put them in an old paper bag, muss yourself up, walk slow and shuffle to your car. Just look like them.
Not shave for a couple days.
That's what you got to do in those neighborhoods. You ever see Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
See when they imitated the zombies and just walked right through them? That's what you got to do. You got to just muss yourself up and shuffle and mumble to yourself. You get through and drive away.
There you go. Did you guys sit down with marketing?
Yeah, I think we did. Real quick.
What? Wait. Market. What's that word
Exactly.
you said?
They will promise you a lot, and eventually they won't even return your email. So
Eventually your name will be prominently displayed over a urinal.